Good day, everyone. So, the problem with most approaches to personality is that they're bullshit, whether it's Myers-Briggs, the Enneagram, the DISC, or a ton of other ones. They're seen as invalid, so they don't have a validity across time, so testing doesn't sort of produce consistent results, which means it's not consistently measuring personality. And some of the other reasons is a lot of these type ones, like Myers-Briggs, they have just arbitrary cut-off points. So if you're a tiny bit different on a particular day, you could vary from being, say, an introvert or an extrovert, or judging or perceiving, or whatever the types of personalities are. So they're kind of nice because they say lots of good things, but they're not really very valid for testing personality. And then there's a whole heap of other things as well, which are just derivative of the only valid approach, which is the Big Five or ocean model to personality. So what that did is it took like thousands and thousands of descriptive words in our language for describing how people are, and sort of looked at which ones are kind of related to one another, so how they correlated, and then sort of kept taking it down and down and down until they came up with five things that seemed to cross-culturally as well describe the full range of human personality, and those ones being openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. And so that one can even itself, because you've taken thousands of different descriptors of personality, it can be broken down to sort of make more detailed observations. So each of the five can be broken down into two, making 10. Or the five itself can be chunked up and clumped together. So two of them, openness and extraversion, make up plasticity, or the other three, agreeableness, conscientiousness, and the reverse of neuroticism, can make up stability. So there's different ways of organising personality traits, but the Big Five approach seems to be the only valid one that actually delivers consistent results. So the thing with practices around personality is different practices are always going to be more appealing or less appealing depending upon our personality. So for example, something's going to appeal to someone who's very extroverted, or someone who's very conscientious and wants to do things on time in an organised way, and it's not going to appeal to other people. So anything that's familiar to us we may be more drawn to, because it's like, this is our thing, like this is what I want to be doing. Whilst there's other things that may also be nice to us. I was just chatting to someone about this last night, and where, because we're not used to something and we may want more of it, it's going to be like, kind of, we're drawn towards doing something because we want a bit more of it in our lives, and so that's something that we may be able to use to build range in our personalities. So I'll go into some more practices in the coming days, but I hope you enjoyed this, and if you've noticed sort of anything that you're kind of drawn to that's not like you, you may choose to say so below. Cheers, guys.